Right, you join me back at the workbench. As you can see, the holes in the box have been cut using a hole saw and modified to suit the size of the tunnel mouth with like a sanding drum, one of those Dremel type things. However, we still have got the paper clamp, which doesn't want to be there. Now this can be very easy to take off or an absolute nightmare. So let's see how we get on, shall we? Now I've tried to drill out the rivets, and you can see just there and there with no success previously. So my go-to method was just being really rough and breaking it off the box. One side. There we go. That's that now gone. However, you are left with the rivets. So, a couple of choices. You can either spend some time with snipe nose pliers, I think some people call them, trying to squeeze everything back in, and then push rivets through, or cutting pliers. Cut the end of the rivet off and then try and push the rivet through. The thing is, you have to have the rivet out of the back of the box. If you don't, the boxes won't match up perfectly flat. There will be a lump of some description. So, catch you in a minute or two when I've got these out, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, not quite 2 minutes. The first one, I'm pretty sure the rivet must have been put in by He-Man, because that absolutely trashed the box, taking it out. And the second one, not too bad at all, to be fair. But the thing is, when you join the boxes together on this upside or the back side, you can't see the damage that's been caused to the box. It's not bad, it's just pulled the bit of the MDF out. So what you got to do is make sure that this is all nice and flat before you join the boxes together. So on to modification. As you can see, the box is a little bit messy, which is part of the course, because we've cut holes in the boxes. So the boxes are made of nothing fancy. The lid is cardboard, the back side, that side, and that side, and the front is MDF, and the base is just pure sort of hardish, thick cardboard. Problem being, if you make this too wet, it warps too much. So you've got to be really careful about that. So to modify the boxes to be used for a railway, you've got to make it, well, in my mind, so what I want to do is make the front drop down, which you've seen under the box anyway. So I'll get the gear together and we'll see how that goes. See you in a minute. So welcome back. So we're going to modify the box to suit what I wanted to do. So what you need for this process is very simple: the box with holes, a roll of gaffer tape or duct tape, whatever you want to call it. I prefer black because the boxes are black, a flat bladed screwdriver, and a very sharp knife. And because, maybe you can see this from there, but let's try and show you what I mean. There we go, you can probably see now. This side is made of MDF. The front is made of MDF. The whole box is covered with a paper glued back type material, but in between there and there, where you can see the screwdriver now, there's a join which is covered with this paper material, and that's on both sides. Now, as I've found after my first or second box, there are staples punched through. You get around that, you do make a bit of damage, but there we go. So what you got to do, get your sharp knife. Remember to lock the blade so it doesn't pop in. Cut out the corner. You need to be able to see what you're dealing with underneath this stuff. So get rid of that. Dead straightforward. And somewhere amongst that lot should be the join. There we go. You see that? Just there is the join. between front and side section. So get your knife out, find that, run that down 2 or 3 times to make sure you've cut through it. And that's that side done. That should now, with a little bit of persuasion maybe, they're not normally glued, but this could be an exception. So again, let's go to the other side of the box and do the same again. Cut out the corners. So you can see the join. And then cut down it. Don't worry about things like that. That happens all the time because it's like double coated. So there you go. Give it a good push. And the front is off. That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for a fold down front. Now, see there? Staples. Horrible, nasty things they are. The downside to this is it breaks the box because they put a staple just there. So what we'll do now, we'll end the video and then I'll get rid of these staples. What you do basically is cut them off, flush to the surface of the box, use a pair of pliers and push the remainder under the box surface so you can't actually get caught on them. And I'll show you how to make it look a lot prettier. Catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.